think we're live. Let's see. Fingers crossed. Says that we're live on here. I'm going to see if Sam has clicked his link. I sent it to him. I keep clicking on YouTube to see if it's gone live. I'm not sure though. Can check my phone. It says now live on my channel, so you guys are tuned into Pretty Geeky with December Lace. Sorry for the huge delay. I'm not very technically savvy and my nanny is not in today. So you guys are gonna get what I put out for you and like it. Checking in with Sam Payne. If you guys don't know, Sam made Vector Girls, which is awesome. I think that we might have him. Let's see. I have the chat going. Hi Tom, thanks for joining in. Well, since Tom's in, I'm gonna show him the Vector Girls, because Tom will appreciate this. Vector Girls is actually my absolute favorite pickup that I got in 2023. And this is pretty much the reason I'm doing an entire live show with artists, is Sam reached out and I'm an enthusiastic supporter of his art. There's not enough space on my walls for this. For every single piece of art that he's done in here, this is just getting me so jazzed. I have like no technical accuracy. I don't do computers. I'm December. I do art. Okay, Sam says it's downloading, so yay. He'll be in a second, but that's okay. Until he gets here, I can talk a little bit about Vector Girls. So this was his Kickstarter last year, and it's a collaboration of, well, it's a combination of his pinup arts and his prints in one area. And he takes care of you Star Wars fans and Star Trek fans. This one I have on my wall too, this Harley. And then I actually took down this one from my wall so that you could see it, but this one is my favorite of his. But this is his Red Sonja, and it's glorious. And I love her so much. And I just got so excited and started talking because I've been at this for like an hour trying to figure this out. And I didn't have anybody to help me, so I had to figure it out all by myself. So I'm December Lace, this is Pretty Geeky, and I have been so excited for about a month talking about this, but really it's been a long time coming because so many artists are asking me and asking other people, what can I do to level up? I want to up my game, and I want them on YouTube. I want them in your face, and I want their art right in front of you so that you can see it. And then I know that a lot of them are either not going to cons anymore or have stopped going to as many cons. So I want you to be able to see your art from the comfort of your own home, just in case you're not going to cons anymore either. But I still think that you should go to cons as much as you can. I know that there's a lot of high traffic, especially Saturdays, but supporting artists as much as you can, that means a lot to them. And surprisingly enough, artists love hearing from you. They might not get as much traffic on their art pages as you think, but sending them a comment or two, it really makes their day. So make sure that you do that. That's how Sam and I became fast friends. I just told him how much I loved his art, and he is a very, very nice person. And that's why he's on my show. And I get to talk to him for the first time tonight, so I'm very excited. This one is on the cover of his art book, for example, the Hello Nurse, which drives back to Animaniacs, which is amazing! And then since he's not here, I can talk about myself a little bit, my favorite topic. I'm a former professional wrestler. For those of you who don't know, I did it for 8.5 years. And then my fan base, loyal as they are, a lot of them are carryovers to artists and comic books because professional wrestling and art goes hand in hand. Wrestlers are the closest things that you will see to superheroes, at least I think so, and a lot of people tend to agree with that. So the fans that I had carried over to my adventures in comic books when I just started saying, people, you should look at this art, it's awesome. And they did, and they followed me. So now when I started saying, hey, you should follow this artist, it was during the, I guess YouTube doesn't want me to say things like that time. So during the vid, when I tried getting traffic to artists, they followed me there. And it was a great time. Not the vid, not at all, but it was a great time to see artists and see their art online, because a lot of people couldn't go out, so they would draw, and then I would get to see their artwork online, and then I would post it on my page and say, hey, check this person out. Or when the cons would shut down and they wouldn't get as many people in front of them, I would just paste it to my wall and say, hey, this person is awesome, check them out. This would be great to see them. And then that's how a lot of artists came to know me. They would recognize me and say, hey, what's this chick doing? She's not harmful because she's sharing art and we know her from that place. I'm not harmful here. In the ring, yeah, but, you know. I'm smiling because I get to see this. I'll show you some more. And then when he gets on here, he can talk about his favorites, because I will ask him stuff like that. But this show, what I hope to do with it is get artists' voices heard out there, because not a lot of artists get as much attention as I would hope that they get. They're at their tables, they're drawing, and maybe one or two fans will go up to them and they'll ask them questions, but not a whole bunch of them will get to hear their answers. So like crowds of people, and they have the best stories, and they're just so much fun to hear. So if you get a chance to talk to who's I talking to? CB Zane, who will be on the show. He's a big wrestling fan. He has awesome stories, so I want you to hear some stories from him too. Oh, also, shout out to Jim Ballant and Holly G. They have a Kickstarter going on right now. It's my favorite comic series. It's called Tarot Witch of the Black Rose. So make sure that you head over there. They have awesome art packages right now, and Jim Ballant, I think, has some... he has some original art OA up for grabs right now. It might be sold out, I'm not sure, but the last time I checked, I think he has some. I know that Holly G just released 2 purses, and there's only 2 of them, so make sure that you get there quick. So that's a Kickstarter going on right now. I do know that with the show, I want to help promote ongoing Kickstarter campaigns for artists, so let me know what you have going on. And then if you're going to C2E2, please let me know so I can advertise you and that people can look for you so that they can stop by your booths and have a good time. One of my very good friends, JT Malloy, will be there. He does the Sapphire Spectre. He's an amazing guy and his art is incredible. You guys will love that. So he's going to be there. There's another guest that I'm going to have. JT will be on the show too, by the way. There's another guest that I'm going to have on the show, and she's going to be at C2E2, so I'm super excited about that. Mog Park. who did set designs for HBO's Game of Thrones. She's going to be there. It's going to be awesome. She is an amazing artist. You guys, like, she draws dragons like you would not believe. You're going to have the best time seeing her. And she is brilliant, and I don't say that lightly. Like, her art will blow your mind. I have my date book up here, so let's see. I'll tell you who else is going to do that. So Mog Park is going to be on the show on March 19th. And then April 2nd is going to be JT Malloy. And then CB Zane is going to be here March 26th. I didn't say those in order or whatever. But all those people that I had mentioned previously, that's who's going to be on. March 5th is going to be Greg Bo Watson. It's going to be a lot of fun. One of my closest friends, Gio. I'm gonna mispronounce your last name, Gio, but Gio Barunda, he's a really awesome artist and author. He's gonna be here on March 12th, and then next week on Mardi Gras, we're gonna have Jen Leonard. She is a fabulous artist. She's doing a lot of stuff for Zenoscope, but she's been doing art for years, and she's made some amazing stuff for me too. And I am incredibly blessed to have her original art, so she is fantastic, and I can't wait to celebrate Mardi Gras with her. Back to Sam Payne. So this one's a good one. I love seeing this one. I love 80s pop culture references. And then this one, he just, like, knocked it right out of the park. Oh, I love that one. And then for everybody who loves mermaids and who doesn't, I mean, I'm gonna go on forever with this if I don't stop myself. But you can see his use of color and his, like, that's one thing I love about looking at art and talking with the artists, is they have, like, their own style that just pops off the page. And I get behind that so easily. Love this. My friend Wendy, she does Naughty Fairies. Naughty Fairy Strippers Assassins. I know she'll love this one. That's what I cosplay for. I somehow landed up in the world of comics myself. I do cosplay modeling. And I'm lucky enough to be in Wendy's. So thank you, Wendy Steenshaner. She's on Facebook, and you can find her fabulous covers on there, but please be over 18. I can't take it if someone hits me up and it's an angry parent. Please be over 18. I've warned you. And then I really want to ask him about this one, his witch. It's fabulous. So yeah, he's really known for his pinup girls. I mean, he does. There's another one I wanted to show you in here though. I'm a talker, I will talk. And I was going to talk to him about a specific one. Which, while we wait, might be a good thing, because I'm going to talk people's ears off, but whatever. I have to find it first. But as you can see behind me, you can probably tell, I am a huge Mortal Kombat fan. And he did Katana and Melina. It is so fantastic. Hang on, I'm getting messaged. Might be him. Still trying to get him on here for you. Anything can happen going live, right? Story of my life. Definitely happens in the ring. It can happen here. When he finally gets here, we'll be able to tell him that we had an awesome time looking at his art. And then it's just like any other time with December. I talked your ear off and you got to look at me for a little bit. Although I didn't get to change for my shirt. I had a lower cut top. Don't tell your parents. I have 2 viewers, it says on here. That's awesome. In chat anyway. I have no idea what it says in YouTube. Still trying to come up with a name for everybody that chose to be here. And I got so excited when it finally started working. You have no idea. I got my link that I sent it to him, and that took an hour to find. You have no idea. I cannot do computer stuff, and it's just I'm not able to do it like at all. And I finally did it, and then just everything that I had been building to, everything that I was hoping for like this whole time with the show that I was finally excited to do, just kind of like all went downhill from there. And like I was just so happy to finally be here. I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? But so you guys deserve better than that, and I'm sorry, I'm trying my best. But I know that you're happy to see December no matter what. It's been a while, I know that. There's so many covers out there that I've been excited to share with you. Some of them are up on my desk upstairs. There's been a lot of really good stuff lately, and that's a big reason why I want to incorporate a lot of artists into the show. Like, I saw the cover of Batman 141. It's a variant, and I forgot the artist's name, but it's Batman coming out of the Joker's mouth. Oh, it's fantastic. I lost my mind over that. It was awesome. I hope you guys get to see that too. Okay, checking in on him. He's navigating stuff too. This is another challenge that we face. This is new territory for a lot of the artists as well as myself. So nobody is gonna be I have a lot of their art here, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to do the show. So I'd be able to, in case anything happened, be able to do the show just by myself in case our guest got tied up or had a cancellation or something happened. Totally understandable. I know that happens to me like all the time. If anybody has seen me on a panel before, they know that I am not I'm either usually late to a lot of things or I'm not there on time, or I cancel, and I don't get mad at stuff like that. As long as you're here and you're safe and like stuff can be rescheduled, and I totally get that. I'm glad that you guys are here, so thank you for showing up, and to those of you that wanted to catch us a little bit later because I wasn't on time because of all the technical stuff, I totally get it. So thank you for catching up with me later, and thank you for sticking around, those that did. This is going to be the start of something which I hope is on time, and the start of something bigger. I do love all the artists, and I love what they're doing for everybody. I've loved it since I was a little kid. I started watching it when I was 5. I had to have been about 5 or so when Batman the Animated Series started. No, I had to have been about 7 when it came out. About 7. So when Batman the Animated Series and X-Men the Animated Series, Spider-Man, when those were on Fox, that's when I started watching it, and that's when I started really getting into art, and that's about when I started collecting comics. When you're a little kid, a lot of people, I guess, don't really put a whole lot of stock into when you're collecting or seriously collecting, but I kept my comics neat. I did read them, but I kept them all nice and stuff. And that's around the time when I started reading and collecting my Jim Balent Catwoman comics. Around that time. And I know that a lot of people definitely associate me with posting about when Jim and Holly are doing their campaigns, or when they have covers and all that. And there's a darn good reason for that. Because when I see that Catwoman or his art style, it makes me so happy, because that's what I saw when I was growing up. And I know that you'll remember his artwork is pretty identifiable too. That's why I love when I see people with their own artwork and they don't just copy somebody else, or do something that they think that somebody else wants them to do, because it's like your art is you, and that little kid growing up, they'll be able to remember it later on. Okay, I know that that's got to be Sam, so let's see. So Sam said that it's eternally spinning over by him. He's tried the link that I sent him, and I guess it's not working, the software over by him. So I'm gonna see what he'd like to do, because we do want to have him on here, definitely. But he knows that I'm talking about him, and he knows that his art is getting shown. Because how could I not show his masterpieces? This is on my wall where I do my creative things, so I write also. I've been this is totally about, I have to rename my videos, so because it's about Sam, but I write poetry, and this is in my creative space, so I can look at her when I go in the room. His prints are available on his website also. He will sign them if you want him to. Actually, he signed this for me, too. You can see that. Okay, he is relaunched, so we will see what happens. I always like the unexpected. When I'm in the ring, it's like, or when I was in the ring, you don't really know what's gonna happen next, and you gotta brace yourself for it. It's cool. When I decided to do this, I had no idea what was gonna happen, so it's all good. And I'd like to thank my subscribers also. Thank you so much. Hopefully I've done right by you and created content that you'd like to see. I was trying to think of a name for all of you. Before everybody started calling snowflakes like a bad thing, I like to have that for December. Because I think it's fine, but... Because have you seen snowflakes when they all band together? It becomes an avalanche and nobody can escape their wrath. Whatever. I might just call you ticket holders, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Sam Payne. Why, did I say something bad? Tom? Tom's in the chat. He might be a devil. I don't know. He acts devilish sometimes, I'm not sure. Also, if you feel like getting in the chat, you can do that, and I will see you. I kind of respond to it sometimes. I might ignore you. I'm not sure. Sometimes I decide to look upon you and answer your requests upon me. Those of you going to C2E2, it's April 26th through the 28th. There are a lot of guests coming to attend. I know that that MJF from AEW Wrestling is going to be there. Samoa Joe is going to be there. Tom is making fun of the highly obscure Sam. Some such last name. Are you teasing our first guest? That is not okay. No teasing, only pleasing. At least for the first show. Otherwise, how am I supposed to get people to come back here? I mean, theoretically, people would only watch me if I just decided to open my mirror and just started to do stuff like this, but I know he's a pal to you, but to other people that just stop by here and not knowing anything about me, or shockingly just not be familiar with who I am or what I do, what if they just saw you do that and they just thought this was like bullying that I allowed on my site? Could you ever forgive yourself after that? He does commissions for you. Well, aren't you spoiled? And more importantly, why doesn't he do commissions for me? I need to see what time I'm at. Well, apparently, Sam does commissions, and it's not just for Tom, but he'll do a commission for you. So we must ask him about this when he gets on. But I know he'll be super happy when he gets here, and he'll see Tom, because he'll be all relaxed. I'm the spoiled one. But to everybody watching, this night did not go at all what I had. It had not gone to what I had planned, like, at all. I had like a week ago, I had started preparing for how to set things up and how to get my channel going. Hang on, he's messaging me. Yeah, he sent me a screenshot of his computer, and it is still just a circle. I believe you, Sam. It's fine. I've been there too. So, like, just the technical difficulty stuff. I started like a week ago watching videos and getting myself prepared for this, and it's not like I just started tonight. Like, I was really watching and researching, and I had this program running for like a few days, and I was messing around with it, trying to learn my way around, and I finally got I was able to navigate the link that he would need tonight, and it was like an hour of trying to figure out where that was. And you ever have those things where they're like, oh, it's so easy, just simply do this, this, and this? Well, that simply thing, it took me like an hour to find out what they were talking about, and they never like have a screen of what you need to do, and I'm like, just show me the screen. Don't tell me how easy it is, just show it to me. Like, that's why I love art so much. You can lose yourself in the details and the drawings and the lines and the color and how pretty everything is. Because December likes colors. Sam is a busy, successful art dude. Yes, that's very true, and that's why I don't want to keep him very long. I formulated the show to have questions tailored to each guest that I have, and I won't keep him or anyone else very long. I do want to learn about their backgrounds, and I want everybody here to see and hear how they got started and what inspires them, and what they're working on, things like that. So it'll be a cheerful and happy celebration of what they do, and those are some of the goals that I have for the content here. And I'm here to celebrate with you. I'm here to cheer you on, and I am glad that you're here. So it's not one of the things where I'm secretly motivated by someone's downfall. I see enough of that on Facebook, and I'm not really into that. And that might shock a lot of you, but guess what? There's room for everyone. So I am glad that you're here, and I do want to get to everybody that I can. So that's why it's an ongoing weekly interview setup. That's the system that I have. But I'll try my best to get to everyone that I can. I don't have, shockingly, December doesn't have, like, the best days ever either, but I'll try my best to get them. Like, today was not the best day ever. I didn't feel that great. Like, my sinuses were just all, ugh. But a couple of pigtails later, and hey, I'm on the moon! We need some more art. So this is another good one that I really like. You guys into WandaVision, then you'll really appreciate this one. This is Scarlet Witch. And I love WandaVision. It's so good. I'm hoping he can do one of Wanda in her 50s house dress. That would be so sweet. I love his style. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to somebody that was helping me with my videos on YouTube, as a streamer that I was watching. Let me make sure his name's right, though. I don't know his name. feel bad not knowing his name. Stream Scheme, if you're out there, I learned how to do this because of you, so if everybody gives him a like, subscribe, whatever, he, like, totally saved my butt on this, so thank you, Stream Scheme. You'll find him in a beanie. He's got a beanie and he does tutorials on this, so, even December can make it through because of his help, so thank you. I also want to give a huge shout out to Djibouti Dubs. They have been curing my, like, if I have a bad day or if I need a laugh, like, they have been curing that since, like, 2007. So, Justin especially, thank you so much, Djibouti guys. They have, like, the best online community ever, too. So if I could do even a fraction of what they do, I would be the luckiest person ever. So shout out to the VOD gang over there and everybody at Djibouti Dubs. They are the best. Their Willy Wonka video dubs is incredible. I watched Justin ever since he was dubbing over Billy Mays, but when they did the Willy Wonka stuff, like, I just lost it. So if you get a chance to, please give them a like, a subscribe. They don't know that I'm doing this. Like, I'm just a fan of theirs, and I have been for a really long time, but they are wonderful, and they're just so quick on their comments, and their sense of humor is fantastic, so they can make your bad day better, which is I'm hoping that I can do that too. I got an update on my phone. This pertains to the channel also. I have this book. It's the Arn Anderson graphic novel by Dirk Manning. He is another friend of mine. He will be doing my show sometime sooner or later. I just have to get a response back from him. Dirk. So, as soon as I get one back, he is the writer of the Arn Anderson graphic novel, and that graphic novel has a bunch of awesome art in it. Arn Anderson is one of my favorite wrestlers. You can probably, if you've ever talked to me, you probably know that. But just awesome guy to watch. If you get a chance to pick up that graphic novel, it just came out. They had a Kickstarter about it. Really good. And then they also have the same writer, same publisher, Tony Schiavone, Butts in the Seats. It's really good too. So shout out to Dirk Manning for those two. I have both. They're very good. Tony Schiavone's was surprisingly very wholesome. It was a cute read. Like, I just really liked it. So that's a very good one. Speaking of times in the rings, I am a former champion, which hopefully that'll drive some more people here. It might, because that's how a lot of you know me from Facebook. A lot of people know me from comics, that's what I do now, what I'm primarily, I guess, known for there. But to those of you who are here from my wrestling days, thank you very much. It's probably very different from hearing me scream and throw tantrums in the ring. I miss doing that too. I'm not so far gone from there, but I do miss doing that, and I miss you too. I miss the chanting and the roaring of the audience very much. A lot of people ask if I'm gonna do that or come back in. I'd like to. Theoretically, I probably still could go, but I might need a little bit of DDP yoga to do that. I might need to heal some joints or something. I'd like to. You can't not say no. It's wrestling. It's the best thing ever. Okay, so he said, still no luck. He's replying. Always something on the December Lace show. Thankfully for you all, I could tie my shoes and it would still be amazing. He can still see and hear me. I mean, that's like every day, right? Alright, I'm gonna sign off for right now and then see if I can work this out with him. And then if not, we can reschedule, do this another time, because I know that you're here to see him. So I will do my best, get him on here. And until then, this is the inaugural show for Pretty Geeky. Ironically enough, it was painless. Ha ha. But I'll be back as soon as I can. We'll see what we can, if we can get Sam on here. I know he really wants to be here, but I'm glad that you showed up. Thank you so much. I will see you next week. No matter what, we will have, hopefully we'll have Jen Leonard will be our next guest. And hopefully in between then we'll get Sam on here and I'll see what I can do. And if it works, we'll have Jen on here too. So I've been December Lace, your host, S, with the most S, I guess. But you're